Greetings. Today we're going to look at dividing a dahlia and talk about why we need to do it. So I've got my tools here all ready to go, and I've exposed around the base of the dahlia. Now you'll notice this is not your regular dahlia variabilis, i.e. your garden dahlia. What we have here is a tree dahlia, and this is tree dahlia galaxy, which is one that I've grown myself, I've bred. And this is the mother plant. This has been here for 3.5 years in this spot, and it's not looking very healthy. So today it's the middle of winter, it's June 16th, and we've got signs of rot in the bottom here. You can see there. And we've also got a number of dead branches up here to the left. There's no life in these. You can just, by snapping them like this, there's nothing there. They're not turgid, they're not alive. That one, okay, that one's got a little bit left in it, but overall, the health of this tree dahlia is not looking very good. So, you can even see over here, there's a grayish dead branch that's in between a whole bunch of other branches, and it's had a hard time recently. We've had 2 weeks of high winds over 70 kilometers, heavy rain, and so it's looking really messy. It's not an attractive tree dahlia at all, and we can improve that by digging it out and dividing it. Now the same principles are the same for tree dahlias and for your garden dahlia, Dahlia variabilis, in terms of reinvigorating your dahlia by digging and dividing every 2 to 3 years. Just have a quick look here at the tools that are essential for our dividing. A strong pair of secateurs, some loppers, and you want a quality spade that's nice and sharp. Here I've got a Japanese steel spade, and you want that square shape with a nice sharp edge to it. Now, why don't I use a fork for this process? Well, I've found with forks, it's very easy to miss the position of the tubers and stab one. And it's much more difficult to deal with a tuber that you've stabbed with a fork, and that's much more likely to rot, rather than if you're using a spade like this, you can get a nice clean cut through the tuber and then expose that cut flesh to sunlight, nice and dry spot for 24 hours, and it will cure, i.e. it will suberize and the cut will heal. Yeah, as I say, much easier than trying to deal with a tuber you've stabbed with a fork. Also, if you're working in heavy soils, some of the tubers, if you're using a fork, will stay in the ground, others will lift up easier, so there's less overall control with a fork in my experience. Okay, we'll come back shortly after I've got this beast out of the ground.